So let's look at how you create links in a hypertext document. Now, of course, hyperlinks and links are one of the key features that make the World Wide Web so useful. It's where we can place links to other documents on the World Wide Web. They could be links to other websites. They could be links to other pages on our website. They could be links to documents. And the way that they're used is it's a text which is highlighted or indicated in some way as to be a link, and you click on it, and then either you travel to the place that's being linked to or some file is downloaded. So how does it actually work in HTML? So let's look at this text. We've got some text here which says you may wish to look at the next page for further information. So there's a series of steps we follow. The first thing you do is you decide what is it that will become the link, which part of this text will be the clickable part of the page. So let's imagine that we wanted those words there, next page. We want that to be the link. So I'm just going to create a little bit of space either side. What we're going to do is we're going to add in a particular tag, and this tag is called the anchor tag, A. And what we'll do is we'll wrap up the words with a start and an end tag, a starting and ending anchor tag, just like that. So you can see you select the text and then you wrap up the text with an opening tag and a closing tag. In this instance, it's an opening anchor tag and a closing anchor tag. Now, that gives us the facility to have a link, but of course, how do we actually indicate where you will travel to if you click on the link? Well, this is an example of where we use an attribute, and the particular attribute we're going to use is this thing that's called href. It's a hypertext reference. So what we do in the first tag, in the first part of the tag, in the opening tag, we're going to add some information in. We're going to add in the address of where you will travel to if you click on the link. So I'll just make a little bit of space there. So the attribute is going to go in here, and what we do is we put in href equals something. If you remember, attributes are added in that style of something equals something, attribute equals value. Well, in this instance, we're going to add in href equals, and we put in the name of the page that you will travel to if you click on the link. Now, in this instance, it's going to be one of our pages. So if it's a page which is in the same folder on the same website, we can simply add in the name of the page that we're going to travel to, the name of the document. And in this instance, you can see it's page2.html. So in the basic style of our HTML page, if we put a link in, what will happen is that would appear as if it was in this style. We would have a line underneath where the link is, and then you click on it and you would travel to that next page. Now I just want to have a quick look at this example here. This is a sentence that's got two links inside it. The first link is to a local page, and you can see we just have href equals, and then we just put the name of the local page. Remember to put the extension in, by the way, page2.html. If you're going to add in a link to an external site, then it's important that you put the http:// in. Sort of outside files, we must supply the protocol that will be used to connect to those outside files. So you can see in the second part of this, we have a link to the BBC website. The address is bbc.co.uk. What happens is we need to actually supply the full address because that's an external website to our website. So if you have a look at the href, you can see, if you look at the two different hrefs we have, the first one doesn't need the HTTP because it's a local page. The second one is an external website, so it does need that HTTP. Now, you may find that sometimes people talk about addresses as URLs, which is an abbreviation for Uniform Resource Locators, sometimes called locations. There are other attributes available for the image tag which you can find if you search online, but the examples you've used here will be satisfactory for what we're going to be talking about in our examples.